What if I told you that an ancient civilization had better water access than some modern cities, without using a single electric pump? This wasn't science fiction. This was Rome, a metropolis of 1 million people over 2,000 years ago. But behind this achievement lies one of humanity's most brilliant innovations, a system so perfect that modern engineers still study it today. This isn't just a story about water flowing through stone channels. It's a tale of political intrigue, brilliant engineering, and solutions so effective that we're still using their core principles in the 21st century. Welcome to the story of Rome's aqueducts, the engineering marvel that didn't just deliver water, it helped build an empire. By 312 BCE, Rome had a problem. The city was expanding rapidly, but its water sources couldn't keep up. The Tiber River was becoming polluted, and local wells were running dry. Enter Appius Claudius Caecus, a Roman censor who would change the course of engineering history. But here's the fascinating part. He was blind. Despite this, or perhaps because of it, he had an extraordinary vision for Rome's future. His solution was unprecedented. Build a massive underground channel to bring fresh water from the hills miles away. But there was a catch. This wasn't just an engineering challenge, it was a military necessity. The entire first aqueduct, the Aqua Appia, was built completely underground. Why? Because Rome's enemies would have loved nothing more than to cut off the city's water supply. This wasn't just infrastructure, it was survival. Using only basic tools and brilliant mathematics, workers dug for miles through solid rock. The precision they achieved would be impressive even by today's standards. Think about this. They had to maintain a precise downward slope of just a few feet per mile without modern surveying equipment. One major mistake and water would stop flowing, or worse, flow backward. The margin for error, less than 1%. But the real genius of Roman water engineering wasn't just in moving water, it was in the precise control they achieved. Imagine designing a system so perfect that it could regulate water pressure without any powered pumps. The Romans discovered something revolutionary. The higher your water source, the greater the pressure in your pipes. They used this principle to create different pressure zones throughout the city. Think of it as ancient smart technology. They didn't just use stone, they mastered the art of lead pipe manufacturing. Each pipe was precisely crafted to handle specific pressure levels. And here's the fascinating part, they even signed their work. Each pipe bore the maker's name, creating accountability that would impress modern quality control experts. The distribution network was like a modern city's circulatory system. Water tanks called castellum divided the flow, lead pipes carried it to different districts, and bronze valves controlled it all. Even more impressive, they could shut off water to one area without affecting others. But perhaps their most brilliant innovation was their water quality monitoring. Every castellum had a settling tank where impurities would drop out of the water. Think of it as ancient water purification, and it worked remarkably well. Tests on surviving aqueduct deposits show their water was often cleaner than what many cities had in the 1800s. As Rome's power grew, so did its water network. What started as a single underground aqueduct evolved into something unprecedented. A network of 11 massive aqueducts feeding the heart of an empire. At its peak, this network delivered over 300 million gallons of water daily. To put that in perspective, that's enough to fill 450 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Every single day. Modern Rome, with all our advanced technology, only recently matched this capacity. But it wasn't just about quantity. The Romans created something unprecedented, the world's first water quality classification system. Different aqueducts carried different grades of water. The highest quality was reserved for drinking and cooking, while lower grades were used for irrigation and fountains. The system was so well designed that some aqueducts continued functioning for over 500 years without major repairs. Even more incredible, parts of the system were still in use until the 20th century. Think about that. Roman engineering was so perfect that it served countless generations across 2 millennia. But perhaps the most impressive achievement wasn't the engineering, it was the impact on daily life. Rome became the first city in history where clean water wasn't a luxury, it was a public right. Even the poorest citizens had access to clean, fresh water. Fast forward to today. While we've added electric pumps and modern filtration, the core principles of Roman water engineering still shape our cities. The next time you see a modern aqueduct or water tower, you're looking at the legacy of Roman innovation. Take California's Central Valley project, one of the largest water infrastructure systems in America. Its engineers studied Roman aqueducts while designing it. Why? Because gravity-powered water movement is still the most energy-efficient solution we have. But it's not just the big projects. Every time you see a water tower in your city, you're looking at the Roman pressure principle in action. These towers aren't just storage containers, they're using the same gravity-powered pressure system that Romans perfected 2,000 years ago. Even more remarkably, some cities are returning to Roman methods for sustainability. Places like Spain and Italy are studying ancient Roman rainwater harvesting and groundwater recharge systems to combat water scarcity, proving that sometimes the oldest solutions are the best ones. The next time you turn on your tap, remember you're experiencing the legacy of Roman engineering. A legacy that survived wars, empires, and technological revolutions. While our technology has evolved, the basic principles these ancient engineers discovered continue to shape our world. In an age of incredible technological advancement, some solutions are simply timeless. And perhaps that's the most valuable lesson from Rome's water legacy. In our rush to embrace the new, we sometimes forget that brilliant solutions can stand the test of time. The Romans didn't just build aqueducts, they created a testament to human ingenuity that still inspires us today. As we face modern challenges like water scarcity and sustainable infrastructure, maybe it's time to look back to move forward. After all, if a 2,000-year-old technology can still teach us something, imagine what other solutions from our past might help us build a better future. Thank you for watching this mini documentary. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe for similar content. Until next time.